distinguished stakeholders of Rivers State, our esteemed representatives of political parties, members of the press, civil society organizations, security agencies, traditional rulers, faith-based organizations, my commissioners, ladies and gentlemen. It is with deep sense of purpose and an unwavering commitment to democratic excellence that I welcome all of you to this auspicious occasion, this very important occasion, the official unveiling of the revised timetable for the local government election, forthcoming local government election in Rivers State. Today marks a critical milestone, in our journey to ensure a transparent, free, fair, credible, and inclusive electoral process. Now, what we are about to unveil today, is not merely a timetable of events. It's not just a calendar of events. It is a commitment to electoral due process. It is a commitment to electoral timelines grounded in law. It is a commitment to fairness for all participants in the electoral process. We recognize that each one of you has a pivotal role to play in the process, and we look forward to continued collaboration and vigilance, including your support, as we trudge along to the election day. Now, we in the 7th Commission, in accepting this national assignment and responsibility, we are not unaware of the weighty implications and huge significance, particularly in the light, of this incredibly extraordinary period in the democratic evolution of Rivers State. Now, elections all over the world, that is periodic election, that is to say, is arguably, the cornerstone. It is a hallmark. It is, if you like, a condition precedent for a sustainable democracy. Now, democracy itself is not merely periodic elections. As a matter of fact, election is not just a process. It is a sacred expression of the people's will, as to who governs them, as to who leads them, and in this our circumstance, who leads them in the local government governance level. Now, we in the Commission, as midwives of democracy, we in the Commission, if you like, as stewards of electoral integrity, have been saddled, have been given the solemn role of safeguarding, of protecting that sacred desire, that aspiration, and that hope for the electorates. Now, this begs the question, How are we going to do it? We are going to do it by ensuring that voices are heard, and by voices I mean rational voices, if you like, and I'm using the word rational deliberately, that, and I know there are going to be a plethora of voices, and that the prospective voters are provided with a safe and secure environment to exercise their franchise. Furthermore, we are going to ensure that the prospective voters have a free and unfettered access to the electoral sites and venues and polling units to exercise their civic responsibility. We are also going to make sure that prospective voters are allowed freely, without intimidation or coercion, to make their choices. And we are also going to make sure that the entire process is not just transparent, free, fair, credible, and inclusive, but that is going to be seen as such. Now, in carrying out our activities in the Commission, we are not going to arrogate to ourselves the status of a behemoth, the status of an omniscient, all-knowing institution, with a powerful knowledge of everything. No, we are not going to do that. Election administration, it's a multi-sectorial endeavor. It is a multi-stakeholders enterprise. And so, we are going to make sure that we consult, we collaborate, and we synergize with the critical stakeholders. This is important because if an election umpire, be it national or subnational, operates in a closet, operates in an opaque manner, then that umpire is calling to question its integrity. There is bound to be a perception of integrity deficit. And so we intend to engage robustly, periodically, with all our stakeholders in order to bring them up to speed, with our operational planning and implementation. Because experience has shown that if you don't do that, you are creating a vacuum. You are creating a gap. And nature abhors a vacuum. And that vacuum will naturally be filled with rumors, be filled with suspicion, it will be filled with innuendos, it will be filled with fake news, it will be filled with misinformation, it will be filled at times with protest. And so in order to avoid that, it is important we have a mandate. We have a mandate, and that mandate gives us a legitimate and compelling obligation to make sure that we achieve that mandate within this period. Now, we in the Commission are going to make sure that the laws are enforced. Electoral laws and timelines are sacrosanct. As a matter of fact, on a personal level, as a person, as a leader, as chairman of the Commission, I have an incurable obsession for electoral due diligence. I'm a stickler to that, and I have no apologies at all. In fact, I may also decide to be very stubborn in adhering to these regulations, because the people of Rivers desire nothing less. And so, what I want to ask of the good people of Rivers State here and now, on behalf of the Commission, is to give us your support, give us your cooperation, and we will deliver to you the best of elections. We will do that in excellence. We are going to do that in honor. We are going to do that with dignity, and we are going to do that with integrity. Thank you very much. Most welcome. This is what all of us have been waiting for. Yes. And the hour is here. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen will recall that the General Stakeholders Meeting was convened by the 6th Commission on Wednesday, 5th March 2025, whereupon Saturday, 9th August 2025, was proclaimed as the date of local government council elections in Rivers State, prior to the advent of emergency rule. Here now, the 7th Commission of RSIEC, taking proper cognizance of Section 13, Sub 5 of the RSIEC law, which provides thus, that when the Commission appoints a date for holding an election, and there is a reason to believe that a serious breach of peace is likely to occur if the election is held on that date, or it is impossible to conduct the election as a result of natural disaster or any other emergency. Emphasis on any other emergency. The Commission may postpone the election, provided that the reason for the postponement is cogent and verifiable. Therefore, by the powers vested upon the Commission by this provision, I hereby announce the postponement of the local government council election earlier fixed to hold on Saturday, 9th August 2025, for a very obvious and incontrovertible reason. Furthermore, in exercise of the powers conferred on the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission by Section 5 of the RSIEC Law No. 2 of 2018, and all other powers enabling it in that behalf, to provide guidelines to political parties, stipulating the rules and procedure for electioneering campaigns for the 2025 local government council elections and any other runoffs or reruns and by-election that may arise therefrom, the Commission hereby makes the following rules and regulations. Announcement of new date for the postponed elections. There shall be local government elections on Saturday, the 30th of August, 2025, in all the 23 local government areas of Rivers State. One councillor each shall be elected in each of the wards, and a chairman and vice chairman shall be elected for each of the local government council areas. The revised timetable of activities as amended will now be officially unveiled. I thank you very much. Yes, distinguished stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, having notified you of the date of election, local government council election for the 30th of August 2025, it is my singular honor and privilege as the chairman of RSIEC to officially unveil the timetable and schedule of events for the said election. And so it is hereby unveiled. Thank you very much.
So if you cover it.
Chair is and several events for the forthcoming local government elections in Rivers State. Now, you will discover that all the activities have a legal reference, and that reference